Well, I haven't done a video update for quite a while, so it's time for a video update. We had the temporary inspection last week and we failed, but not a big deal. We kind of suspected the three things they picked out. We're not surprised by because we were thinking maybe that would be a problem. And sure enough, it was. So we were prepared for it and easy fixes. So the first thing I'll point out for the one is, when they built the house, they um, came in and scraped a bunch of the dirt away and lowered the level of the ground so they could put in the foundation and stuff like that. And then the intent is that then later you come back and you what they call backfill, so you push dirt back up against that. So it changes the level or the grade of your exterior dirt to match the house better. Well, we're just going for temporary occupancy and we're not trying to make the outside landscaping beautiful yet, as you can tell by the pile of dirt and our weird crawl space hole and all this exposed concrete. So we've pushed a little bit of dirt back up against, like right here, but we need to bring in a bunch of dirt, and we just haven't want to spend the money on that. So the finished grade is not here, and so every exterior door has a bigger step than what is allowed by code. So by code, you can only have an 8-inch difference between your threshold right here and right there, and then where you step down to. So we have 4 exterior doors that had a greater than an 8-inch step, and so the inspector said, "You got to put something out there." He goes, "I don't care what; it just has to be less than 8 inches." So here in this example, we just took a pallet and put wood on top of it. We did that on one of the other doors. Another couple other doors, we piled up dirt to raise it up so it's the height that will pass, and so we got those done. The other thing he failed is this thing here. This is our HVAC. This is our outdoor unit, which is the heat exchanger. And you can see it's kind of this tall, skinny thing. I mean, this is it's probably close to 5 feet tall. It's a fairly tall little unit, but it's thin. And so it's stable, that direction, but this direction it's wobbly. So normally what they do is they screw a plate to here, and then they drill into your side of your house and put a clamp or a bolt thing on here and bolt it all down so it has stability. But when the guys were installing this, like, well, we don't want to drill a hole in your really nice siding. And I said, thank you. I don't want you to drill in my hole in my siding either. So we had to come up with a different plan. So our plan was to take these things, which are called T-posts, which make fences out of, and drive them into the ground, in 4 places, there and there and over here, and then bolt the system up with that to give it stability. So we still got to do that. Haven't got to that yet. And so that's what we'll do with these. And then the other thing that we have to do, the third and last thing, I'll show you this inside. We'll go inside and we have a bunch of unfinished bathrooms and sinks and toilets. So, well, not a bunch, but a few. So I'll just take it in here and show you where I'm working on it. The light's better. So this is going to be the bathroom, master bath, and there'll be a sink that goes here. Double vanity sink. And so this is what the plumbing looks like when it stubs out of the wall. And so we've got these things right here, and these are called angle stops. So you'd hook up a hose to this, and then that would go to your sink faucet. And then when you turn it on, you turn it on here, and then turn on your sink faucet, and then water would go into your faucet or into your sink, come down the tube, the drain, and go out this drain. But of course, we don't have all that hooked up. So if I were to turn this knob on right now, water would just squirt out of here, and the inspector didn't like that. And I kind of suspected that might happen. So what I have to do is I have to take this off, which is just an extra nut that comes with it for hooking things up to it. Gather all my little parts here. And then I have to put this on in place, which is a solid cap. So it doesn't, it'll cap the water. Whereas the one I'm taking off, you can see it's got a hole that goes through. So this doesn't plug it up. It's more like a donut. So put these on, and then that will cap it. So if somebody comes over and turns this on, even though they should know better not to, it won't squirt water all over the place. So I have to put a sealant on here. It's called Teflon tape, which is this stuff, and it comes on a roll, and I wrap it around these threads, and then I take this thing and put it on and crank it down. And then that way, when you turn this on, the water doesn't come on. So I've done a couple already. I can show you this one. Put the right light on here. So these ones I've already put that cap on. So now if you turn this on, like that, to the on position, we don't have water squirting out of here. So that's the other fix. So those are the three things. Working on them now. Should have them done tomorrow or the next day, and then another inspection, and then hopefully we'll pass everything for our temporary occupancy at that point, because we got our kitchen sink, which is the thing you need. We got a stove, which is another thing you need, a vent for the stove, and then you're supposed to have one working bathroom, which is here. So, and I don't know if I've shown videos of this yet. So we got a cabinet. The door isn't on here. Got the door and the top face spot piece of wood for here and here. Toilet's in, temporary floor. This will come out later. It's just a linoleum. And shower, bathtub, everything hooked up and working in here. So I'll take a little video of all of this. And there's our fancy light. Not really. And the sink, which is secondhand sink that we got at a recycle place. And yeah, that's it. So we will give a progress update once we get our next inspection done. Just show you the view. It's a hot day for here, 91 degrees, sun's out. Yeah, just a nice day, not hardly a cloud in the sky. And it's echoey in here because we don't have any furniture in yet. So it'll be echoey for a while. All right, more later.